Welcome to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we're working on this Georgetown motorhome by Forest River. This gentleman just bought this. He's good customer. Used to have a motorhome, sold it years ago. Bought this one because I'm doing something that I didn't really plan on doing anymore. Is working on a generator. It's an ONAN generator. And oh, I was going somewhere with the story. The people that had this were elderly, bought it, took one trip in it. The generator had like 2 hours on it. Motorhome is almost 20 years old, but it's sat now for I think 5 or 6 years. The older gentleman used to start everything once a month or whatever, and then he died, and then it's just sat. So this guy he bought this in another state. He had somebody else try to clean the carburetor because the generator wouldn't start. I think it would start and die. So they cleaned the carburetor and did the same thing, and I said, yeah, it almost never works nowadays. Just buy a carburetor. So he bought the carburetor. I installed it, and it runs great now. But what I brought y'all along for was to show you my load bank. Basically, it is a dyno for generators, a dynamometer for generators. This is a 10,000 watt load bank. This is a 5,500 watt generator, so we're only going to be using half the load bank. But and I'll tell you right now, if you let anybody work on your generators full with the fuel system or any adjustments on that generator related to how it runs, and they don't have a load bank, run, because they're not real generator technicians. You have to have a load bank. And I was going to show you how this thing works, because actually mine might be for sale. Because like I say, I really didn't intend to work on generators anymore. Matter of fact, I took that out of the truck. You'll see why here in a minute. Well, I'll show you right now. It's rather large, probably weighs 30-40 pounds. Now, that is an old school analog load bank. Nothing digital about that baby. But yeah, it might be for sale. So any of you techs out there, if you're working on generators, or you know somebody that works on generators, tell them to hit me up. Go to my website, hillbillyrv.net. Shoot me an email, link to the emails on the website, and I may part with my load bank. It's been a good one. I've had it for 27 years. And yeah, it may find a new home though. But let's quit jibber jabber. I'm gonna get this thing hooked up. Let me show you how we do that. Now, this particular motorhome, where y'all at? Oh, you're way down there. Now, this particular motorhome does not have an automatic transfer switch. It actually has a plug, a receptacle in here where the shore cord's at, that you plug the shore cord in when you want to use the generator. Well, I'm going to plug my cord up in here and hook up to my load bank. So let me set y'all back up over here. So we just plug this into that receptacle for the generator, and then I got this end stripped back. Here, y'all hang on to my meter for a minute. And this is how I bought this. This is a simplex. It came with these gigantic alligator, is that right? I don't know, big clips. So one black one's loaded with bank, golly, circuit 1. The other one's circuit 2, load 1, load 2. ground, and neutral. So that's all there is to that. So I'm going to start this thing and put that cover back on, because you don't ever want to run an air-cooled generator, which I guess ONAN's about the only one making generators. You never want to run a generator with that cover off. I mean, you can run it for a few minutes, but don't let it run for 15 minutes or a half hour with that cover off, because it will overheat. Seen a guy melt a little 4,000 watt ONAN generator. Should have an over temperature circuit that would shut that thing down, but his over temperature circuit must have failed, because it melted that generator, melted the compartment around the generator. Lucky he didn't catch his camper on fire. So let me get this thing started. I do have to hook up my meter to my load bank. I'm going to show you that because this is an analog load bank, so I just never trusted the dials. I hook up my meter, and that way I know exactly how many volts it's putting out, and I know exactly how many hertz it's running. I'll set y'all up. It's going to get noisy. I'll set y'all up so you can see my meter, I hope, and then I may just block out the sound and do a voiceover for the rest of this, because I want to explain to you what I'm doing. At some point though, I'll bring the sound back and let you hear what that load bank does to that generator. And yeah, we could try and load that generator with 10,000 watts and kill that generator. Just kill it. It can't make up much power. But gibbering a lot down. Let's get you set up. Got my meter on the AC scale, and we just need to put a probe under this connector, snug it up, put the other probe over here, and it's all ready to go. Can y'all see? Y'all can't see nothing. Looking into that sun, ain't you? Let me go get a light. Pretty bad when I gotta get a light out on a really sunny day to get video, but hey, you guys or gals are worth it. I think y'all can see that. All right, let me start the generator, put the door back on. That was 5,500 watts. See, you could hear what a strain it put on that generator. And like I say, I could flip a couple more switches and overload it, and it would just die. That is a little low, 55 hertz. Hertz is basically the speed the generator is turning, because it's pretty precise. In America, we run on 60 hertz. Everything runs on 60 hertz. In Europe and probably a lot of other countries, everything's 50 hertz, but we're 60. So it does need a slight adjustment. I did bring my books I see if I have a book for this. I should have. And need to make a slight adjustment to the governor. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do that because sometimes that opens a can of worms. It's not that low. It's supposed to be 60 hertz plus or minus 2. And who's to say that my meter, my 30 some year old meter, is still super accurate. Sounds good, steady. So I don't know, let me look at the book, see what's involved in changing the speed by adjusting the governor. Because what'll happen sometimes if you start turning screws, and then you'll get a situation where the generator is what they call hunting. It's going and you can watch your meter and watch the hertz fluctuate. And sometimes then you just kind of got to start all over and adjust everything, the carburetor, the governor, and everything. So I don't know if we want to get into all that today, because that's pretty close. I think it will be fine. The voltage is good. It's not quite 120, but it was close. So yeah, let me figure out what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back, and I'll let you know what I'm gonna do. Well, okay, that settles that. There's no governor adjustments on this generator. It might have an electronic, what they call a stepper motor, that does the governing. Because I couldn't find anything in the book about adjusting the governor. Because this is an 5.5 HGJAB 1038D, spec D. Okay, and then anytime if you got an ONAN generator and you need any parts or anything, you have to have that full model number and serial number in order to get parts. Because whoever you order your parts from is going to want that info. So yeah, I guess that's going to be a wrap on this one. Yep, hertz are just a little bit low, but still, I mean, it's really close. So yeah, so yeah, that's going to be a wrap on this. Hit me up if you are interested, or you know someone that might be interested in that load bank and it may find a new home. Don't y'all find a new home? Well, I don't know, unless you're looking for a new home. Get down in that comment section. Leave me a comment, a criticism, concern. Not sure whether I'm going to work on another one today or not, but if I do, and it's video worthy, I'll fire y'all back up. Catch you later. Well, scratch that. I was like, that ain't right. So I went to look at the book, and sure enough, the way you adjust it is you move this spring. It's in the next to last notch right now, and move it towards the pivot point a couple notches. We'll see what happens when we do that. But the book did say that when you make that adjustment, the generator might start hunting, like I said. So yeah, let me I'll just physically pull that spring down, move it in a couple notches. We'll try it again. Okay, I went 2 notches. Didn't really make much of a difference. I went 4 notches. Still didn't make much of a difference. So we're just gonna call it good. See y'all later.